This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
No le busquen que yo soy bien salsa. Si me cucan me sacan mochilosa. Yo sé que ustedes me miran sabrosa, pero cuidado que yo estoy picosa. No le busquen que yo soy bien salsa. Si me cucan me sacan mochilosa. Yo sé que ustedes me miran sabrosa, pero cuidado que yo estoy picosa. Yo soy una chamaca que no se deja. Si me vienen con sus cuentos, pues sí, ajá. Nunca caigo en sus trampas de charlatán. Yo no me creo sus verbos, su bla bla bla. Picosona, pero buena persona. A veces locochona y otras medio chona. Mujerona que no siempre perdona. Yo soy una leona, yo soy una cap. A veces mi sazón les molesta. Mis haters les enchila, mis haters les calienta. Lo suyo no me irrita ni me salpica. Yo no les doy el gusto y eso les pica. Yo soy bien picosa, on fire. Yo nunca me dejo de nadie. A mí su pique no me hace nada. Porque soy la salsa más brava.
Thank you guys. Thank you for coming back to this podcast. Thank you for being here. Thank you, John, for being here as well. It's such a great day today. It's beautiful out there. It's been, what was it, 85 today or something rather? No, it's perfect, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. So all you guys that are watching my videos, if you're watching it for the first time, if you've been watching these videos for a very long time and you haven't really clicked on that button to follow me, this is the time, guys. This is the time to do it. Click on that button down there. And if you really like my videos as well, give me some thumbs up and leave some comments as well. I'm actually on this this is my main platform, which is Rumble. This is how I started in Rumble, and then and now slowly I'm progressing into YouTube as well, and also on Odyssey. I'm on Odyssey. Where it comes to my audio podcast is pretty much everywhere. It's everywhere. I started in on Spotify, and it went from there. iHeart. Now it's all over. It's all over, guys. So if you guys want to look me up under Latin Rebel, you'll be able to find me there. And if you happen to be working outside and it's you just relaxing and whatnot, go ahead and listen to my podcast. Listen to it, because whatever I do here on this video, it goes directly to the podcast section, and then it goes from there, and it just stays there, and it's just And I have a lot of videos right now, guys. I have a lot of videos, and there's a lot more to come. There's a lot more to come, which is it's a cool thing. But first things first, let's get down to this. What's going on lately on the news, and what we got going on the news. Before I get down to the video here, I have a video that it was requested. Somebody sent, right? Somebody sent you the. Yeah, somebody wanted me to play this video. I guess it's with Nick Shirley. He's investigating in California fraud. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. We're gonna go ahead and comment on it, and because that's how we do it here. That's exactly how we do it here. But so check this out, guys. Where it comes to the news, now the news right now, Israel is still striking hard to Iran, which is Iran. They're hitting Tehran is the capital of Iran. Yeah, you didn't know that. You didn't know that, but so they're hitting him really hard right now, and I guess Trump is pretty much saying that, hey, we're going to end this thing pretty quickly here. I hope it does, because this is those gas prices, man. They're just kicking my ass. they are, man. And I'm not too sure what you guys are at, but I think if you're in California, man, you are getting your ass kicked. And I do feel for you. I really do. And now something else here. So what do we got here? Let's see. Oh, Charlemagne. You know what Charlemagne is? Yeah. Hold on a second. I had to drink some water. Man, before I started coughing. So Charlemagne the God. I don't know why that's stupid, right? Just a stupid name. Charlemagne the God. I don't know who can come up with that kind of thing, name. Anyways, Charlemagne the God, he's has said already that when Trump dies, that people are gonna treat it like a Mardi Gras, Mardi Gras. There you go, Mardi Gras. Let's say it in French, right? Say grass, Mardi Gras. So he's thinking that everybody's gonna be partying when Trump is no longer in this world. I don't think I'll be one of them, but hey, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people. I kind of always knew this, that, the guy, people don't like him. And if you don't, it's either you like him or you don't like him. That's kind of how it is with a lot of these people. And also, we just did a video on Tallarico. Remember James Tallarico? We just did it. Yeah. So Tallarico is the guy that's running for Senate in Texas, here in Texas, and we just did a video on this guy, and so check this out. So recently, the guy just said, he came up and said that he said that he wants no walls, so basically open borders. He doesn't want ban on the Muslim countries, so he's gonna stop that ban. That's what I don't know how he's gonna do it. I don't know, because unless he makes it to a precedent, but which you never know. You never know, because he's still young. The guy is I can't say that I like him at all, but I'm afraid of people like him, because he actually can he can actually hypnotize a lot of the people out there, and I seen people like him. I don't know if you remember Beto O'Rourke. He was one of them too. Yeah, no, he's still there. He's still there. He's just, these people never go away. They're always going to be behind the scenes. They're going to be doing something. They don't disappear just like that. So I'm sure he's doing something behind scenes, I should say, back there. But that's kind of how it works for these people. Let's see what else here. What else do we have? This is pretty interesting. Now, Georgia woman, it's accused. Actually, a Georgia woman has been murdered by another illegal alien person, individual. Let's just say individual. Right. So this is what we got. This is what we got going. Like I said before, man, you had those gates that were open all these years. We didn't know who the hell was coming in, and now we're suffering the consequences of that. And it's unfortunate that we're going to be dealing with that for a very long time. It's ridiculous. And let's see, what else do we got here? The Colombia president, Colombia president, Gustavo Petro, he's been investigated for trafficking, for drug trafficking. There you go. Yeah, no, dude, I'm telling you, Ben. I'm telling you, a lot of these people back in those countries, that's what they do. They get in office and they start doing what they're doing now. From my understanding, also is I got something else here on another news here. I guess TSA is still they're not getting funded. They're pretty much they're not showing up for work. A lot of them. That's why you see those. I'm glad I'm not traveling like I used to, man, because as of right now, from what I've heard, it's been a nightmare. You have huge lines of people, hours. You have to wait hours just to get to board your plane and go through the whole thing. And I remember those, man. I remember those days. And that was just, what was it? Just last year. And beginning of last year, I think it was. And it was a nightmare, man. It was a nightmare. But you know what? It wasn't as bad from my understanding from what's going on right now. And it really sucks, man. I feel sorry for a lot of these people, but and the TSA guys, man, they're not being able to, come on, man. people, we gotta support these guys. The thing is right now is a big showdown with the Democrats and the Republicans on funding. They don't want to pass that, the ID bill, and the Democrats say, you know what, we don't pass. I don't want that bill. We want it this way. Either go this way, hit the road. That's what the Democrats are saying. And we're trying to negotiate some things with them, but be able to negotiate with people like those guys, it's almost impossible. So, Trump just said just recently right now, actually just recently this morning, I think I read, where I guess Trump just saying, hey, you know what? If you guys are not voting on this bill, then we're going to end up sending ICE at the airports. So, what's going to happen with that is because of the fact that there's no TSA employees, guess what? They're going to need to have somebody out there, verifying things and that making sure that you are who you are boarding those planes. We don't know, man. Right now we are so vulnerable. We're vulnerable right now. We're to a point where things can happen, man. We're just we're called it sitting ducks right now. We're at a point where anything can happen at any time now, and if we don't stand together on this, man, some shit's gonna hit the fan pretty quickly here. But so that's what's going on lately, guys, and it sucks. It sucks. I hate that. I hate that the Democrats are playing this game. They're playing this game. They're holding all these people from not making them money. I mean, a lot of these people, man, come on. It's not like they make a lot of money either. No, they don't make. And the thing is, dude, is that the bills don't wait. Bills are coming. They're piling up, and rent needs to get paid. Electricity needs to get paid, and somebody has to pay that. And if these guys aren't working, or if these guys are working and not getting paid, which a lot of them are, my understanding, it sucks. It really does suck, and I feel sorry for a lot of the TSA guys out there, and for what we're going through. We're going through. With them as well. I mean, we're paying for it. Not me alone, but because I'm not flying like I used to. But I still know a lot of people that do fly quite often for work, and it sucks, man. It sucks. I just hope this thing ends quickly here, and we get back on track, and that kind of thing. But anyhow, so let's get down to watching this video, because I think, dude, we're going to like this video, and we're going to comment on this video, guys. This one's with Nick Shirley, and we're going to see what this guy had to say, because I guess he's investigating fraud in California. So let's get this thing rolling.
This is the sound of hospice money. Could you just answer the question, what's the need for a 1,000% increase in hospice care here inside of LA? Do you have the paperwork to enroll a little boy by the name of Joey?
You don't know what's going on?
Well, it says there's 14 children enrolled here on the state of California.
Oh.
That there is $6,000 per beneficiary. Can you give us any explanation? Where can we open a hospice at? Get the Maybach just like you.
California may have the largest amount of fraud in the country, as California is the state with the highest taxes and collects more money than any other state in America. It is filled with fraud.
I agree with that. Let's wait on this one. I agree with that 100%. They tax you, that state, they tax you like there's no tomorrow. When I left California and I came to Texas, I'll never forget that we got a couple of bills from California because of the fact that when we left, I didn't know you had to do this, but when we left, we didn't release the vehicles that we own from the DMV. You have to. What you do is that when you leave that state, You have to let DMV know that you're moving. Well, we never did. We never let the DMV. We never notified the DMV. So we just came here. And I was not aware of that. This is quite a few years ago. And so when we got here, we ended up getting bills from the DMV. That they wanted to prove that we were living here, and if they were going to remove that bill from us, we had to show all kinds of different types of. I mean, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, and it took a long time for them to remove us from that listing, from that bill, and yeah, it was a nightmare. So the thing is that they want to collect money. It doesn't matter how they get it; they have to get it, and the idea is to collect it and use it for things like this, because this is where a lot of the tax-paying money goes into. Yeah, look, in California, you're going to be working your ass, and you're going to get taxed like there's no tomorrow, and you're still not going to see the benefits to why are you getting taxed so much. No, you're not, because everything is still everything is just a mess. And I mean, literally, dude, when you're driving around over there, you do feel like you've been watched almost 24/7 every time when you're on the road, of course, man, it's just like it feels it just just like a what was it? You feel like somebody's watching you, like that song. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, like Michael Jackson, I guess, right? But yeah, I mean, it wasn't pleasant, and having to deal with that on a daily basis. Yeah, it was a nightmare, man, and and a combination of a bunch of different things that happening in California that you kind of just say, you know what, as much as I like the state, as much as I like the weather, as much as I like the food, as much as I like a lot of the people there, and as much as I left my family there, and I could not take it anymore, and we had to make the tough decision and say, hey, you know what? It's time to take off. It's time to take off. And it wasn't an easy, it wasn't just to say, hey, let's pick up and go, man. You know that. I told you my story. It wasn't as easy as it just pick up and go. But we ended up, sacrificing quite a few different things just to come down here. But it's been great. I enjoy being here. I do. And since I've been here I've been here for about 9 years now. Yeah, no, shit. I have, man. 9, can you believe that? 9 years, dude. And, but I enjoy every, I enjoyed, for the most part, everything here. I'm not a big fan of the food. And I told you that before. Not a big fan of the food. I'm not a big fan of the weather, but the weather I cannot, I cannot sort of, we sort of kind of deal with it and learn how to live around it. Because I don't think it's, people always say, man, you'll get used to that weather. I don't think you get used to it. I don't think you'll get used to it. I think you just learn how to tolerate the damn thing, because there is almost like no way around it. You get the thing is, at least in where I'm at, it's not as humid. And I guess you're supposed to, you go south more, it is a lot more humid down there, but it does suck too. And down in Houston, man, I've been down there quite a few different times, right? And it's a nightmare. Yeah, no, dude, getting out of, I remember, I think it was last year, beginning of last year. And I went, I was actually, what was it? Yeah, no, I had a layover. That's what it was. I had a layover. I was coming straight here. No, I had a layover in Houston, and then I was, coming home. And during that layover, man, our plane they just say, you know what, due to weather, This is in Houston. They announced that, dude, due to weather, we're just getting ready to take off. I was getting like, yeah, I'm happy to go home. So I was taking off from Houston to North Texas, and all of a sudden they come back and say, due to weather, we're not flying to Dallas area airport. And I go, oh shit. And you know, you look, I understand safety comes first. I would rather, you know what, I'll just say, okay, don't fly the damn thing. I'll stay here. And so, so they decided to hold the flight and everything. And I ended up getting a hotel in Houston. So when I got off the plane and got out of the airport, I didn't know how horrible it was going to be. And so when I got out of the plane, man, now actually, you know, it was summer. It was last summer. That's what it was. And so when I got out of the plane, man, it was like, it was just horrible. You know, it was just incredible. I don't know. You kind of go, how in the hell can anybody put up with this? That humidity was, you know, the humidity kind of, dry heat, is that what you're saying? Yeah, you like the dry heat better, is that what you're saying? Yeah, me too. I think I think so. That humidity is just, it's just horrible. And I didn't know how bad it was, man. I know people told me, yeah, you're not going to like it. It's like, yeah, you're damn right. You know, it was just horrible. You just got out and it was just an oven. It was crazy. But, any case. So yeah, man, that's California. Well, I know it got out of the thing, but going back to this is California. It's always been like that since I can remember. And I don't think California loses so many people leaving. A lot of people are leaving the state. They're saying that it's apparently Florida is number one, and Texas is number two of people going into those states. So a lot of right? A lot of people are moving here from all over, and a lot of people are moving to Florida from all over. I guess, like I said, Florida being number one destination. And but you know, I don't know, man. This exodus is just it's all over. It's all over, and a lot of it, economically speaking, like I said, but that's why this is why people leave California. This is one of the major reasons. Crime and all. It's just combination of so many things, man. And for what you get, also. I mean, look, I have a small house that's going to cost you $1 million. It's like, no. And no, I'm serious. They're very expensive. You haven't seen it, right? You haven't seen you haven't looked at the cost? Are you serious? Yeah, it's very expensive, man. And it's like, who could? And another thing is like, dude, my kids will never be able to afford, a house in California. It's almost impossible. It's almost impossible. I mean, I suppose maybe if you're a doctor, probably, you'll have a little bit of chance. But even if you have a good job, man, I know people that have really decent jobs and they don't own houses. They make a great living, but they don't own houses. They're renting. And I know a lot of people that rent rooms. Their rooms are really expensive as well. So, rooms. My understanding is some rooms you can get in from $800 to $1,000 a room, just a room. Okay. No shit, right? Just one room, dude. I'm not talking about, I'm sure you get, you have access to the kitchen but you actually are living with somebody else. See how that would be very tough, man. I don't know if, I don't know if I would like that. But hey, there's, a lot of people do that. And it's part of, when you're living in California, that crap becomes almost normal. That's just how it is, And let's get back to this video because we'll get going here.
California's version of Medicaid, called Medi-Cal, has more than doubled since 2022 from $108 billion to a proposed $222 billion in 2000.
Wow. Medi-Cal. I remember Medi-Cal. Yeah. Though Medi-Cal is a it's like a state medical insurance that it's provided, that is given. There's Medicare and there's also Medi-Cal. Medi-Cal is you're younger, you're in disability, you're whatever, you're able to get Medi-Cal. Medicare is a different one. Yeah. You heard of Medicare, huh? Yeah. No, Medicare is for the older folks. Those are the ones who get, I guess it's a certain age. I'm not too sure it's 55 or whatever, but, or 60, I don't know. But they get Medicare. That's what it was. But, man, look at how expensive, how much money has gone up as far as what they have to spend nowadays versus what they spent before. It's just because the amount of people that are actually moving, the people that actually still live in that state, and the majority of people in that state are needing. So think about it, dude. There's a lot of people that actually need those services, and then and this is why a lot of them. This is where a lot of their money comes from. And then believe it or not, like I said, a lot of these people, they're low income people, and so they're not going to put a lot into the system, but they're going to be sucking more from the system. And so that's how it is. But let's check this out again.
2026, their population, however, has not grown exponentially. However, their spending has. There has been 1,000% increase in hospice care in the Los Angeles County. In fact, 1 out of every $10 of home health care in America is spent in Los Angeles. On top of that, their government-funded daycare programs are filled with violations. While they continue to give money to these fraudsters, it is estimated that the fraud in California could be in the hundreds of billions of dollars.
Wow. Man, I'm not. Look, I know that there's a lot of things that Pam Bundy and Cash Patel, whatever. Look, I've been really disappointed with these people. Dude, Ilhan Omar. I know I go all over the place. Ilhan Omar should have been investigated, right? I guess they were investigating her. I guess she had some fraud going on. And Ilhan Omar from Minnesota, congresswoman. And the thing is, I'm not too sure how far they went with her on this. I know they were investigating a lot of the fraud there. I know that there's quite a few people that have actually gone to jail, prison, whatever, and or were indicted. I know the whole situation. There were Somalians. That's what they call them, Somalia. Yeah. And I don't, and I haven't heard a whole lot anymore. It's already like, the news is it just almost disappears. But here's another one. So this one starts again because this Nick Shirley he was in Minnesota trying to find fraud there. And he did find fraud. And now he's here doing this. And in Minnesota, like I said, the news just fell off. There's no more. There's no more. It's almost like it just disappeared. And this is one of the things that I get pissed off, Pam Bondi and Cash Patel, because I don't, they came in, swinging the bat, and then all of a sudden, nothing. I haven't seen people going to big people. Okay, I'm not talking little people. Little people, yeah, they got some of them in here. Like I guess they're already like I said, they're indicted. But I'm talking up the big kahunas. I want them to go. I want them to face the consequences. But none of that. And so now this guy is investigating fraud in California. And he found a lot of it. So far, he's found so much of it that I'm hoping that something happens. People need to go to jail for this, man. I guess there there was a certain amount of money that was like, it was allocated for the homeless. It was like millions and millions of dollars. Oh, guess what? All of a sudden, that money is no longer around. That money disappeared. And nobody's saying anything. And I think, you know what? I think a lot of it, dude, is because, you don't want to be investigated because everybody's in the same fucking pot. They're all in the same pot. It sucks when it's almost like a Mexican political regime. It's very similar to that. It looks like we're actually living in Latin America. And this is still, granted, we got Trump in office, blah, blah, blah. Great. But other than that, I haven't seen much action when it comes to a lot of this shit. And it just seems like it's going under the radar every day. Let's keep going.
In this video, we'll be going face to face with these fraudsters, confronting them as they defraud the American taxpayer out of millions and billions of dollars as they live their lives in luxury, driving around luxurious cars that cost more than $100,000 that you actually paid for. Let's start first by going to these daycares filled with violations that still continue to receive money from the government.
So this is the location of the daycare. It's in the middle of this shopping plaza. A lot of the buildings are closed down or boarded up and have been graffitied. And then we also have just a big dumpster right here with all this garbage, and then the daycare is right there.
Nothing
We're gonna
new.
go in right now.
We actually have a homeless person there too.
Oh.
See that?
Oh.
There's actually somebody sleeping here right now. Hello?
Oh, shit.
You
Look
all
at
right?
that guy.
And so there is some-
Hello. You guys woke me up. You should have let the guy sleep. Poor guy. I'm sure he had a tough day working. He had a tough night. He had to go in early this morning. Got off late. So, poor guy needs to work, needs to rest. Let's keep going.
homeless man who's sleeping right next to the daycare. He's sleeping right here, and the daycare is right there.
Yeah,
This does not look like a place.
That's not good. You got a daycare almost across the parking there area. He's laying down there. Who knows who this guy is? But hey, this is why things happen, man. This is why we're just so relaxed about things. We don't really pay attention to these sort of things. It's only common sense. If you have a daycare right there and you have a bunch of, a dumpster full of trash, and then you have a homeless person sleeping right next to that big ass container, and you kind of start putting two together. You go, dude, what the hell is this guy doing here? I have kids. I need to call the police, get this guy out of here. What the hell? But none of that, because nobody says anything. Nobody says anything. Let's keep going.
You want to bring your child, and it does not look suitable and set the code to be a place where children are enrolled.
Yep.
So they do have some children here. How many do they usually say they have, or what's the story with the
The
children?
last few visits from the state have said that they have 39 enrolled.
Okay.
And right now we're seeing about 5 children.
Yes.
Oh,
They are enrolling right now. It says Medina Learning Center is now enrolling, so let's see if little Joey can leave.
all right. Medina Learning Center. No, that's not Italian. That name is Hispanic. They even have a Medina Learning Center. Interesting. Wow.
A little bit here at Medina. Do you have the paperwork to enroll a little boy by the name of Joey?
Huh?
Yes, we'd like to enroll little Joey into daycare.
Look at that, Somalian. Look, wait. I bet you, guarantee you, it's a Somalian lady. No. What do you mean? No, I'm because why? Because no, not because they're wearing It's look, if you watch his videos before when he goes to Minnesota, it's all same people. The same people. All right, let's keep going.
They have as their backup facility the UMI Learning Center, and the UMI Learning Center was convicted in federal court in 2024
Great.
of having 150 ghost kids.
Ooh.
So I want to find out what the affiliation is and why this facility is listed as the backup.
Oh, so they claim they had 160 kids or whatever. And they go and investigate that there's no kids there. So basically, they're receiving money, pocketing all these millions of dollars. By the way, this guy, Nick Shirley, he's been harassed. He's been harassed by Gavin Newsom. Newsom won his ass. They want this guy's ass. And why? It's because he exposed all of these people. He exposed all of this fraud. He exposed the corruption. So guess what? Because you're exposing all of this, you're going to get, boom. You know, I'm really concerned about these people that are investigating all of these things, because it's a dangerous thing, man. You're dealing with people that can literally come after you and probably kill you. You become a target to these people. It's extremely dangerous. This guy needs. I heard just recently that he was asking for donations for security, because he just can't be walking around there nonchalant trying to interview people, because you're gonna have a target, and it's extremely dangerous. No, Charlie Kirk was, of course. Charlie Kirk was one of them too. Even though Charlie Kirk was not investigating, Charlie Kirk was not doing stuff like this. His platform was a little different. But he still got whacked. When you're doing things that go against the liberal mentality, that's what's going to happen. You become a target for these people. Let's keep going.
Yeah, can I get the paperwork to enroll a child?
Yes, I can.
Great.
What do you think about daycares being used for fraudulent businesses to receive money from the government to say they're enrolling 39 children, 89 children, and for millions of dollars be going towards these facilities? What do you think about that as you do work in a daycare?
No, it's a legit question. Yeah, well, what did you do? What happens? What happens when you? I don't know. Do you think that's happening here? How can these people get away with stuff like this? I don't know. And this needs to get deeper, man. This is just insane. Let's keep going.
It does happen. I've seen it like elsewhere. I've seen it being listening to the news. So it does happen. Time to time.
It does happen come on, dude.
Thank you.
The card that they gave us, this is the licensee, the person who owns it.
And that's so far been the only thing they've been able to give us as to how to enroll a child. Mm-hmm. And then in the back corner of this parking lot appears to be the playground. Here's a bunch of garbage, and then right here appears to be the playground.
Take a look at that.
Some strange things are happening outside this daycare.
Wow.
Whether or not it's fraudulent.
Did you see that? You see the play area there? First of all, why is the city or the the city and the state, whatever, they're all together on this, man. They don't care where your money's going to. They don't care. As long as you pay your taxes, they don't give a crap. But they do get pissed off if you start investigating where your money's going to. They don't like that. Oh, no, 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 no. Do not investigate. Just, just give him money. That's all you got to do. Give him money as much as you can. It doesn't matter. You got $1, give me the $1. So keep going.
There is a lot of suspicious activity taking place.
Oh, yeah.
This right here is Hayden Sarah Family Childcare. This is a daycare right here. Apparently they have 14 children enrolled. Tell us a little bit more about this daycare right here. We're in the middle of the hills here in San Diego.
So, according to state records, when inspectors arrived here, there were 14 kids enrolled, but 0 present. And then this place was also cited for having missing children's records and also not having a facility roster.
Wait. There were 14 kids that were actually enrolled in this facility, and they're investigating them. When they went there to investigate, there was none in there. What the hell? Why are we working so hard? We're on the wrong field, man. Maybe I should open up a learning center. Maybe, hey, get away with that kind of shit. Let's keep going.
It's kind of weird that there's this daycare in the middle of a neighborhood.
That is true.
Hello?
I was naked, okay?
No, you're
Oh, I can sue you.
Wait. She's opening. They're going to talk to her. Knock on the door, and she comes out, barely opens the door, and says, "I'm naked. I'm naked. It's like that was a random one. Let's listen to her, what she has to say.
I wasn't dressed up. I'm Muslim.
Either way, can we enroll a child into the daycare?
You don't know what's going on.
Ooh.
Well, it says there's 14 children enrolled here on the state of California.
Oh.
It says there's 14 children.
She just closed that door. Slammed that door. You can't ask them. Don't ask them any questions. Because I'm telling you, they don't like it. They don't like it. They'll shut the door on you like that. Just like that. You asking for legit questions. They're not going to like it. Let's keep going.
Children enrolled here.
You don't care.
I do care.
Naked.
Then where are the children?
You don't care.
Where are the children at?
It's not enough Minnesota. You come here.
Where are the children at?
Whoa, what? Minnesota? See, I'm telling you, no, that one, she is from that religion, and I'm sure she is from that country, Somalia. Yeah. She mentioned, right there, she mentioned, Minnesota. Because she probably saw this kid. Because this kid has been in the news all over the place. And she saw Nick Shirley there, and she go, "Oh, that's Nick Shirley." Boom, slammed the door on him. And I'm sure. Let's keep watching this.
Where are the children at, ma'am? All right, so what she's doing is she's making a video right now. She's gonna
Oh.
send it out all to all the other daycares. But at the end of the day, enrolled for 14 children, no children here, and this is from the state of California. We're not targeting Somalian population. We're just going after daycares, and it just so happens to be that all the daycares, they are Somalian so far.
Wow, 14 children, but there's no kids in there. Somebody needs to they need to spend some time, man, locked up. This is bullshit. Let's keep going.
Where are the children at, ma'am? 14 children. Would you like to make a statement as to where the children are?
You don't care where is my children are.
Ma'am, we would not be here if we weren't asking you.
You don't care. You don't care.
What do you mean we don't care? This is why we're here.
Care. And don't record me. You don't care.
This is why we're
Don't
here to
record
ask
me. You don't care.
about these
Don't ask
daycares.
me who you are.
Who
My
you
name's
are?
Nick Shirley, you already know
Nick
that.
Shirley. I know, but you a trouble man.
How are we making trouble?
You a trouble man. Who you are? I'm telling you, man. And these are the people that I bet you, I can almost guarantee you, they went through that border. What do you mean, am I generalizing? I can almost tell you 100% that she probably crossed that border. And this is one of the I would say Biden's people. Yeah. And we're going to be dealing with this for years to come. Years to come. And no. They're not, look, I don't care what anybody says. Trump cannot just grab shitload of people and start deporting people. It's just not, he's not going to do that. Once they're here, they're here. It's almost impossible to get rid of a lot of these people. And so this is what we're getting. You know, they want, you think, you know how the liberal also would say that the immigrants come here to work and make better for them. Say, I'm sure that there's some truth to that. But there's also truth to this too as well. That a lot of them are here, gaining the system, living a life, trying to live a life of luxury out of our own taxes. And this is where I have a problem with. Not being able to, when you come to this, when you come to this country and when they bring people to this country, I should say, or when the people apply to come to this country, we need to vet these people more. We want to make sure that a lot of these people are not burdened to this country. They're not takers. We want them to, like all of us, we work our asses. We're giving a lot to this to the country. And the country takes a lot from us. But we don't want people just to come here and just start taking all of these things. I don't mind if we have to help people. I don't mind that. You gotta, you can say I'm a known person with no heart. I don't agree with that, but I think that we need to be better. We need to be better with our money, or taxpayers' money. We need to do better with that. We need to check everything. I mean, in your house, when you're spending money, you have to make sure where that money's going. Because money doesn't come that easy into that house. You're working your ass. Why can't the government do the same thing? Why can't they say, you know what? It's taxpayers' money. They're working their ass. I'm going to watch how I'm going to spend the taxpayers' money. But they don't do that. They just start throwing money away. Not investigating a lot of these things. And just look at, things. They see things like this and they just look the other way. Really bad. Let's keep going.
You're causing trouble.
Let me call 911.
We just want to know where the children are.
No, I'm calling 911.
For what?
To you.
For what?
No, you come my house.
We haven't done anything.
You know what I would have said to her? Nick Shirley is not gonna say that, but hey, you call 911. I can call ICE on you. I'm gonna call ICE on your ass. Dude, I can almost guarantee you she would have been off that phone so quick. Let's keep going.
No.
The problem with these daycares is that they receive money through a program called CalWorks, but as you see, there are no children actually there.
Wow.
These fraudsters are simply enrolling children on paper to receive government subsidies. Even after the state visits these daycares and confirms there are no children actually there, the government and the state continue to give these daycares money. Now let's go to another daycare.
Once again, we have another daycare, but this daycare is right here inside of this home.
Wow, that looks just
let's see if there's any children here.
Well, that looks just like a regular neighborhood, right? Yeah, how can why why is the state or the city allows that kind of thing? I thought there's some kind of a guidelines. You know, there's certain areas where you're able to have a daycare centers or things of that nature. You know, but I guess they don't really care. Oh, they're not checking. Let's keep going.
They do say they have 7 enrolled. The state has said that there is 0 when they arrive.
Wow.
Is this Habubu Family Child Care?
Wait.
Yeah, we're what?
Wait, what was it? What's the name of that? Habubu? Habubu Learning? No, Habubu Daycare Center. There you go. I didn't come up with a better name, Dan. Habubu. Wow. No, Boo Boo was what was that? Boo Boo. That was the Yogi, right? Yogi's little bear. Come on, Boo Boo. Let's keep going.
If we could enroll a child into the daycare here.
We know you. You need to get up from
Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We know you. You need to get off. See, what happened was originally when he went to that other house, that other Somalian lady, as we saw earlier, she ended up contacting all these because they all know each other. She ended up contacting all these people. Now they already know. They know that this guy is going to be knocking on their door. So they're already aware. So they're just going to go off on you. Let's keep going.
You see the time we have trespassing?
And can I speak with somebody on the sidewalk? Would you just like to speak with somebody? Yes, sir.
Hide the sign, please.
Yes, we're right here. Can we talk to you really quick, sir?
Talk to you. Fuck you.
Can I come talk to you, please? All right, so right now, the current situation is we have some people yelling through the Ring doorbell cam. A man came out, started yelling, and then we also have this car recording as well. But we just want to ask for some clarification for the American people.
Yep.
4 different visits. The state inspectors have shown up. There's kids enrolled anywhere from 7
this is
kids
interesting.
and up. And every single time the state has showed up, 0.
0 children.
That's the state of California.
We're just asking for
saying
some
this.
clarification. They won't even answer any of our questions.
So essentially,
Wow.
a house just like this is receiving money from government subsidies without actually running a daycare. Meanwhile, they get money from the government as they run their fake daycares. Now let's go to another one that's even more
Let's go to another one. Let's go to another
as
one.
kids are left all alone.
Now we're at the Jammu Shukri Family Childcare. This place is not in a shopping plaza. It's not anywhere near any place that looks like a place where a daycare would be. In fact, it's actually in one of these apartments.
Look at this, man. These are apartments. I don't. It is so obvious. It should be so. But I bet you there's probably hundreds of these in California. Look, another thing. Here's my other thing on this. Some people would say, you're just targeting all the, I don't know, you're just targeting all the blue states. I don't care. They can come. They can come down here. They come down here and they find that kind of stuff. Go for it. Go to red states. Go everywhere. I don't care. Just find the fraud. But I want the state that, I don't know, Pam Bondi and Cash and all those people to do something about it. But are they going to do something about it? We don't know. But this right here, this location is an apartment, another apartment. And then, when you're in an apartment facility and you're doing this kind of thing, you're supposed to have a certain amount of space. You have to have the rooms, the location has to be a good, like a good size location, depending on how many kids you're going to have there. And you're supposed to have a playground area, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of things that you used to have, and a lot of these people don't have any of that. Let's keep going.
Right here. So they're able to have daycares inside apartment buildings?
Yes.
Wow.
So I've come across many of these. Some of these are on third story of an apartment complex. It's only 1 bedroom, and yet the capacity is for 8
Exactly.
kids.
We just arrived at the daycare.
Exactly.
We have 2 kids out here. I don't know if they're members of the daycare. There's no oversight right here. Can we talk to your teacher? Is your teacher there? So this is the first child we've ever encountered at one of these daycares. There's 2 kids out here right now, and we're gonna see if we can talk to the
Licensee. It is, according to this paperwork, Shukri Jama.
Can we talk to the
Look
adult?
at the kids.
He is not here.
Not here.
Yeah.
Huh?
So you guys all by yourself?
Yeah. Knock on the door.
No one's here.
No one is here.
Wow. No one there. The kids are sitting by themselves. It's bad. It is really bad. Are they going to do something about it? Is that what you're asking? Good question, man. I don't think this kind of I don't think they're. To be honest with you, I don't. California's they're already saying that they're doing something about it, which you got to take it for what it is. And I have a hard time believing them. Let's keep going.
No one is not here.
Okay, so you guys are all by yourself?
Okay. I can see by myself.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, that's concerning. No one's watching those children, and they're all by themselves.
My heart is breaking.
It's so ridiculous. I mean, anybody can actually just go in there and grab one of these kids. There's shit little. we see this on the news all the time, and there's nobody there. Unbelievable. Let's keep going.
Right now. I can't. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and what makes you so emotional as a mother, seeing that those kids are just out by themselves?
Seeing the kids all by themselves. It's supposed to be a licensed daycare.
By the way, I think that's I think that's Nick Shirley's mom. I think that's his mom. But because I think he's always traveling with his mom. I think I could be wrong, but let's keep going.
And there's no adult anywhere. What is going on?
And the crazy thing is, California allocates $6 billion to child care and daycare facilities just like these.
With a B.
And there are over 39,000 facilities in the state. The
$6 billion, 39,000 facilities. I told you there was a shit little places there. Insane. Let's keep going.
California Department of Social Services even found an error rate of over 1.6% in their own audits. And to be very conservative, it is safe to say there's upwards of $100 million in fraud lost each and every single year. And now let's head over to where there's so much fraud, you're going to lose your mind. Let's head over to Van Nuys, where there's home health care and hospice fraud literally everywhere.
Van Nuys. I'm very familiar with it. Van Nuys has that I can remember, has a large community of Armenians. Yeah, the Armenians own the area, man. They run the whole area there. You got Hispanics too. You got Hispanics. You got a lot of Asians in there too as well. Yeah. It's more inland though. It's I believe was I want to say north. Could be wrong. I think it's north of LA. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, interesting. Let's keep going.
The fraud here, California ranks the highest for Medicare, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, whatever you want to call it. They spend the most amount of money per state. And here in LA, 1 out of every $10 that goes towards home health care in the United States goes to a business here in LA. Right now we're in Van Nuys. This location has tons of hospice centers, home health care centers, and right now we are going to Gardens of Angels.
Oh, Gardens of Angels.
Hospice. They billed $4.8 million per beneficiary. They charged $5,807 with 28.6 claims per patient and only 2 codes, which means 2 services were provided. And inside of the same location, there's also
Wait a minute. So he's going to Van Nuys. He was I believe he said he was in San Diego. So that's a hell of a drive if you're just driving out there. Yeah, it is a hell of a drive. And you have to go through downtown LA for that too. Horrible. Man, I would hate to gone through that. Let's keep going.
Hospice, and they received $3.4 million with $6,000 per beneficiary at $927 per claim, and only one code, which means they only provided one service. And it looks like there's about 15 more hospice centers inside this one plaza we're going to.
We're going to be done pretty soon here,
guys.
guys.
Information with us. In some of these places, it doesn't even look like they've been registered with the CMS, which is the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid. 7 of the 4 entities have 0 SMS data, possibly shell registrations, shell companies. And it's rumored that these are Armenian Russian gangs.
I told you.
Armenian Russian mafia.
Wow.
So we're gonna be going in there.
Yeah,
we're just gonna ask them, what's the need for all this hospice? Is there that many people dying here in LA where they need to be spending millions and millions of dollars on this hospice care? All right, right now we're looking for a Garden of Angels.
Garden of Angels.
All these buildings.
Wow, look at that.
Hospice.
Man, that
centers. Let's see if we can find Garden of Angels.
Looks like one of those
This is
old.
The Angels
it looks like one of those old hotels.
Care. We have Angels of Valley Hospice. Hello, how are you? Good. We were looking for Guardian of Angels Hospice, but this one will probably do Angels of Valley Hospice. We were wondering if we could get some information to check our grandma into hospice. Yeah. We would love to maybe see if it's possible to get her in here to Angels of Valley. Hospital referral.
You have to get a hospital referral.
How many people do you guys have with you guys? Irrelevant. Oh, okay.
Where are you guys from?
Where am I from? I'm from here. We're just looking for a spot for our grandma.
Yeah, no, we're doing only referrals.
Okay. Yeah, because we're seeing we got Garden of Angels, Blossom Hospice here. Okay, well, we'll keep looking for Guardian of Angels then. So they say they only take it from hospitals, which could be a valid response. Let's go see.
That is a valid. That's supposed to be a valid.
This place is just filled with hospice centers and home health care.
Yeah. By the way, that's supposed to be a valid. That's supposed to be how it is, apparently. But you never know. Like, look, it could be a doctor that is crooked doctor, because there's quite a few of those. That says, hey, Mrs. So-and-so, I'm going to refer you to this hospice. And of course, this hospice gets the money. And then some of that money, because you're referring that patient to them, some of that money is going to maybe the doctor's pocket. Psst. You never know. I've heard of everything nowadays. A lot of things would not surprise me anymore. Keep going.
You have one right here, 7-star home health care, and then up here you have Miracle Healing Hospice. So this hospice location, Miracle Healing Hospice, in 2023, they charged $1.3 million, and per beneficiary, it was $32,000 for 38 beneficiaries. Per beneficiary, that comes out to $32,935. Let's see if Grandma could check herself into this one. I'm just trying to be a good grandson. When we're knocking the door, no one's coming. You look inside the window, empty building. In 2023, this place received $1.3 million.
Not a single piece of furniture.
That place is empty.
Insane. This is insane.
Wow.
Okay, well, since we can't go to Miracle, let's see if we can get SX Home Health.
So wait a minute. So they got a name for a business name right there, but somebody moved out. Wow. Somebody took off with the cash, probably. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Says they're open Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
It's getting really hard to find Grandma the healthcare she needs these days.
It really is, isn't it? We got SX Home Healthcare. They're not open, so it's all right because you can go to Alpha Omega.
There you go.
Ventana Hospice Inc.
Not only are these shell companies, these are shell buildings. It's like somebody took a motel building
exactly.
and turned it into 100 fraudulent
That's exactly what I was
organizations.
thinking when I saw
We got
that.
a nice Mercedes down there, three nice Mercedes down there,
This
3
place might
Teslas.
even double as like a illegitimate car lot. Like, are they selling a car right now?
Grandma's not going to Alpha and Omega, so maybe she can go to Serene Touch Home Healthcare.
Oh.
Says they're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Wow.
It's 1 p.m. right now. Let's see if they're here. Perfect. This one's open.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Let's check it out.
And once again, it was completely empty and nobody was there. We went to the next door because it was another hospice.
Here we have another location. We got St. Michel.
St. Michel.
HHCI Home Healthcare Inc.
Let's check that one
Hello?
out.
No one's here. Hello, sir.
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
This is
Well, we were originally looking for some hospice for our grandma, and then it turns out that all these locations are hospice and home health care locations, and a lot of these.
Looking for hospice for who?
Grandma.
For Dr. Oz?
Yeah, for Dr.
Oh.
Oz.
Yeah?
Yeah, for our grandma.
Yeah.
It'd be-
for grandma?
it'd be pretty
Tell
good.
Dr. Oz to take his grandma and go to the other buildings and find the hospice. You know, this is stupid. You can record me.
Why can't
It's
I record
okay.
you?
You cannot.
Oh, okay. Well, we were looking for Guardian of
Cannot
Angels.
look-
wait,
Well,
wait a minute. So this old guy already knows. He knows who this guy is. He probably got a call from somebody in his group and told him, "Hey, you got this guy knocking on doors. You know, tell him to get out of here." He did mention Dr. Oz. There's a reason why he's mentioning Dr. Oz. Yeah, no, because he knows. He knows this guy is. He's a conservative reporter. Anyways, let's keep going.
Any Garden of Angels on the doors?
Nope, but they received and billed $4.8 million.
Well, it's their problem.
And but we
Is
do have yours.
Listen
actually.
to that.
Yours.
Is their problem. Why can people don't want, to investigate fraud? Why? Why not? Yeah, I mean, you are paying that. It's coming out of your own pockets. They're not getting. I mean, they're getting the stuff for free, but it's coming out of you. Keep going.
Yeah, yours is a KMD, right?
Yes.
So we do have yours, and there are a lot of these.
How many millions did I do?
We don't have your official number because it wasn't posted on the CMS website or on their data set.
And you're from where?
My name's Nick Shirley. They actually made like all this information in the data public for everyone to see what was going on in our country because so much corruption's happening.
Yes.
But it doesn't look like we could find any of your information from the CMS data set, but we do have you here. So is that concerning that your information wasn't reported to CMS?
What information?
To the CMS data set as far as the billing and how much money you guys receive from Medicare and Medicaid?
First, you have to research.
Oh, that's what we have right here.
No. It's a piece of paper.
Oh, well, we went through all the data sets.
If you want to learn, I'll teach you how to get after the crooked people.
Okay, help us. We'd love for you to help us.
First, you have to research. Like you said the name, and you have a number, right?
Yes.
Then you come to my office. It's a brand new office. And you don't come to a building like this, like FBI guys. Oh, we're going to get the crooks.
Okay, well, can you tell us, for instance, Miracle over there?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about them.
Well, you should because they're.
Why not?
You should because they're making people like you who have a real business apparently getting a bad rap. You realize that, right? For instance, they received $1.3 million. They're a shell company. There's nothing in there. It's completely empty, and they received $1.3 million. You should care.
What do you mean?
If you're in this industry, I'd be pissed if someone was stealing
That is true.
money, making me look bad if they were in my industry.
They
Right?
don't look me bad because I'm not bad. You have anything against my agency? Let's go.
Well, we were asking.
Put my hands.
We're just asking you questions, sir. Like, how come Miracle Healing Hospice right there, they received $32,000 per beneficiary, yet their building's completely empty?
Call the FBI, Department of Justice.
I'm just doing my job as a citizen to show people what's happening here in our country.
Well, I'm doing
Because we're
my
all
job
paying
as
a
a
lot of
citizen.
money in taxes, and it
Me
turns
too.
out a lot of it's just going towards fraud.
Well, I'm very happy you're going to catch the fraud people. Honestly.
Yeah, me
But
too.
it doesn't look like bad. It doesn't make me bad because some people are doing bad stuff.
Yeah, so what's the need for a 1,000% increase in hospice here inside of LA, in California?
You're asking me?
Yeah, because you're in the industry, so we figured might as well ask you. Like, you obviously found it was
Yeah.
a good business to start. You just started yours, right?
I started my business
How long?
1997.
Okay, great.
Oh, he's made some
so
cash.
How come
I'm
you're
sorry.
He's
you're
lived
seeing
a good
such an
life.
increase in hospice care here?
Maybe I don't know. Everybody likes the business. What could I say? I do this from 1997.
Good for you. And so,
Yeah.
since you've been in the industry for so long, why do you think we're seeing a 1,000% increase in hospice care here inside of LA and in
I
California?
cannot answer that question because
Looks
I
like
don't
they're
know.
all running out of here. Everyone's heading out. We just gotta answer some questions. And why can't?
Who's running out?
What? Look at all the people scattering out of here. They're all here just a minute ago.
It's strange, you know. There's over 80 people connected to one of these Roman motels.
They're all
with
leaving.
Furniture, and they are, getting 30,000 per person. It's millions of dollars. We come and knock on the door. It's an abandoned shell company.
I
shell
don't
building.
say it's right, and I don't.
All
care
right,
about those people.
let's stop right here. Let's stop right here. You know, as I say, man, fraud is fraud, and these people should be happy that this kid is actually doing this thing. But, he may not be happy because he's probably involved in the same shit. So who knows? But it's just insane what's going on in California. And as I say, guys, look, you go to a red state, go ahead. Go ahead and come down here. Go to Florida. Go to Idaho. Go to Utah. Go investigate. I don't care. Go investigate all these locations. And if you find stuff, hey, just show us. Expose these people for what they are and for what they're doing. And hopefully, somebody put these people behind bars. But I won't hold my breath on that one because I haven't seen shit move so. Things are just dragging now. Nothing's happening. I'm pretty much done with this video, guys. This one's it's going to be a little long. But I should have actually shortened this a little bit more, but I don't know. I wanted to see some other stuff in here but any case, I think we're done with this video. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for following me. Thank you for staying here and listening to my mumbo jumbo per se. But hopefully you get back with me on my next video, and I got some more stuff coming for the days to come, and I think this is my third video in this month, so I'm actually doing pretty good. I said it was going to be like 4 videos a month and that kind of thing, but hopefully I'm able to do maybe a little bit more if I can, huh? But thank you very much, guys, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, and keep following me, and keep giving me things up. I appreciate that. Thank you. See you later. Bye-bye.